All right, you mentioned the NFL draft, and one of your sons, Christian, is expected to be a first-round draft pick. How are the family nerves? How's everyone feeling, with the draft coming up and then with his future in football?
Well, Lisa and I, as parents, are used to not being able to control things. As a player, I was so much less nervous, even going into Super Bowls, because you feel like you can control your own destiny. As parents, you love your kids. You give them as much support as you can. You help to guide them, but you can't control anything on the field or in terms of the NFL draft. I hope you're right, but you never know. We watch the draft every year. Some guys go high, some guys don't. Our main concern is that he's happy that he has everything he needs, and that hopefully, I'm sure he loves football. So wherever he ends up, he'll be just fine. I'm sure he'll be a little more nervous on the day of the draft, but again, we've just kind of gotten used to knowing that it's completely out of our control. So we're going to love him and support him no matter where he ends up playing next year.
Ed, what was the reaction from you, your wife, even Christian, to some of the reaction nationally to the decision to skip the Sun Bowl to get ready for the NFL Combine and the workouts and the draft?
Yeah, well, no, we obviously know everything, and we're part of the whole decision-making process. And, Christian, I promise you, there's nobody that loves football or his teammates more than Christian. So it was harder for him than anybody to not play in that game. But he met with his teammates first. The only thing the main consideration was how his teammates would feel about it. And if they all came back and said, we need you, he would have played. But after meeting with all of his roommates who are the top players on the team and another 10 or so of his teammates, the 100% of them said, yeah, no, this makes no sense. We're playing in the Sun Bowl against an unranked North Carolina team, and we know you want to play, but we understand you've had more touches than any player in the country the last 2 years, and you want to declare for the draft. And they know he's been dreaming of playing in the NFL since he was 6. So, yeah, if it was playing for a national championship or in the Rose Bowl like they played the year before, and they were a top 3 team in the country, yeah, he would have played. But he made a tough decision. He's been a workhorse for 2 years, and he's been dreaming of playing in the NFL. And honestly, he's underinsured. If he were to get hurt like a Jalen Smith, he could lose $18 million the way that Jalen did. And he didn't want anything like that to get in the way of his dream of playing in the NFL. It's it's actually awful that college football players are put in that position. It's unfortunate because he really did want to play in it. And the worst case scenario happened. His roommate Keller Christ blew out his knee and tore his ACL, and he sleeps about 10 feet from him in his dormitory room. So these things really do happen. They're real risks. The player takes on all the risk. They're the only one that takes on any risk, and it's unfortunate that he was put in that position because it really hurt him. But he felt good about the team's chances of winning, and they did, and so thank goodness they did, and he's happy, and he's got the love and support of his teammates and his family, and now, life moves on.